Hello. Before I begin, I would just like to say, please do right by that mother who spoke before me. No mother should have to go through that. You say that you aren't closing selective enrollment schools, yet you already closed selective enrollment schools to many students last year when you cut busing to them. You say that it is the admissions process that is making them segregated. How about the lack of busing? How does it make any difference if you are able to re-examine the admissions process to these schools if students cannot physically get to these schools anyway because CPS cut busing? For students whose parents can't afford to quit their jobs to take their kids to school each day, it's not going to make a difference whether or not the admissions process becomes more equitable because they can't accept the offer once they get it because CPS cut busing and their families can't afford to get them there. You say that low-income students make up nearly 70% of the district population, yet they only make up 30 to 40% of students in selective schools. Cutting busing decreases the number of low-income students at these schools and makes them less diverse. The board should be just as concerned about the bus cuts as you are about the admissions process. You also say selective schools are well enrolled. Let's think about this for a second. Many students from low-income families had to or will have to leave these schools because CPS canceled busing for them last year. But the spot does not remain empty. Another family with more means and money to get their kids to that school swoops in and takes the place of the student from a low-income family. Soon these schools become even less diverse and the percentage of students from low-income families dips even lower. My final question is this. I hear you say so much about transparency and community engagement, yet in the past year, we have witnessed some of the most opaque decision-making ever. Why is their refusal to release the budgets publicly in April as in previous years?
You have 30 seconds remaining.
Why are the budget formulas and those used for opportunity index calculation not shared? Listing categories on a PowerPoint slide is not a formula. Why are predominantly Black schools like Bronzeville Classical needing to look into fundraising now just to be able to afford paper for their copiers? The cancellation of busing this year is just one example of how the opacity of decision-making and budget management is hurting CPS students. Let kids on those nearly empty buses that are running all over the city now at hubs before students with IEPs so that you don't increase the travel times of students with IEPs and release the budgets and the formulas. CPS Parents for Buses are hosting a forum for
Speaker number 7, please conclude your remarks.
For school board candidates this Sunday at 8 p.m. Y'all are welcome to attend. Thank you.
Thank you for your comments.